Hey everybody, it's Colette Baron-Reid. It's Halloween week. I love it. This is the weekly Oracle card forecast from my kitchen and living room. And I just noticed that my beautiful cup of mushroom coffee says, life is a series of thousands of tiny miracles. Isn't it true? Isn't it true? We all have to remember that. Now, let's talk about this week and the prescription that the cards, I'm using again my Enchanted Map Oracle card deck. And the first card is encouragement. Encouragement, well, we don't have to say too much about that. The fact is that Spirit is encouraging us. We need encouragement from others. We need to encourage others. We're in this together. We're not in this by ourselves. And a sense that we are in alignment and on the right track. So that means that you're going to see signs and symbols and omens and all kinds of stuff this week that remind you that you are on the right track, that your purpose has found you. And remember, you don't need to run out and find your lane or find your purpose. It finds you. And this is encouraging you to notice that. Metamorphosis is the next card, so it reminds us all that when we are in the process of change and transformation, things have to die in order for them to be reborn. That means letting go, sometimes of friendships, of relationships, of things, of identities. You know, who would we become? Who do we need to become to have the dream of our life? That's a question that I ask you in this book, Uncharted. And, you know, what does that mean? Well, that means that if we want to have something that we aren't equipped for, that we feel unworthy about, or that we in some way feel like we're just never going to have, we're not going to have that. So what if we could become a better version of ourselves, a more truer, authentic version of ourselves, and embrace the gifts that we are all here, and you particularly, me too, ourselves, like the things that make us unique. That comes up this week as well too. Not every butterfly is going to be the same, and not every snowflake is going to be the same. Heal the ouch, self-forgiveness. That's really going to be important this week. Forgiveness of self and others. Who do you need to forgive? Who do you need to release a resentment about? That's really key this week, is to really see that from the perspective of clarity, of realizing that we are all part of the oneness, all of it. And so anytime that you're holding a resentment against somebody for something that you perceive that they did, what you're doing is you're claiming separation. So it doesn't mean to condone bad behavior of others, but we have to see things so that we don't get haunted by the thing that angers us. It's like drinking poison, hoping the other person is going to get sick. We're the ones that drink the poison. This is a way for us to spit it out. So this week, that's really a big focus. Who do we make amends to? Things like that. Now, I want to read this from the guidebook because Sad Embrace is the last card of the theme of the Halloween week. And I want to read it to you, because I think there's so much to it. And it says, are you suffering over your suffering? Do you feel that life is treating you unfairly and that you've been robbed or deprived of what you're entitled to? Do you long for a love that eludes you or success that have been bestowed upon others? Righteous anger and a sense of entitlement lead to a trap of ego. Your suffering and loss will pass if you let them. If you hold on to your perception of unfairness, then you'll find yourself in its tight grip, unable to breathe freely. The only solution is to drop your victim stance and embrace the sadness so that it may dissipate naturally in time. Trials and tribulations build character, which is its own gift. Find something to be grateful for and take responsibility for your part in all matters. However painful it may be to sit with your sadness, remember that you are loved and will not be left adrift forever. Have faith, for this too shall pass. You are not a victim, only a traveler on a hero's journey. It's okay to be disappointed, but know that someday you'll look back and see great value in this experience. Now, this doesn't imply that we're all going to be disappointed this week, okay? That's not what it implies. But what it does, because I'm noticing the theme here about being encouraged to forgive and let go the old story, etc., is to be reminded that you have your own beautiful journey ahead of you, your own purpose, your own lane, your own opportunities. Never compare yourself to other people. And yes, sometimes things don't happen as quickly as you would want them to. I've been through so many disappointments only because I had expectations that things should happen in my timing the way I wanted them to. And so this is what all of us are supposed to be looking at this week. You know, recognizing that we have a part in co-creating our reality, but ultimately, you know, ours is our own. What is yours will not go past you. Nobody else can take away what is truly yours. That's not possible. Anyway, this week's all about faith too. Faith and forgiveness. I love you all. You have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead, and do the work. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. I sound like Daffy Duck. Take care. And if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and leave a comment. I love to read them. Take care.
I've seen the future. It's beautiful. I've seen the future. And